Hey everyone, welcome to the week 11 scenario. This week, it looks like what we are doing is we are setting up our Cloud SQL like service in our Google Cloud, and we are going to attach ourselves to either MySQL or PostgreSQL. I use MySQL, and then we're going to then connect ourselves to that server remotely. So the first thing you need to be able to do here is we must, it's kind of right in the way. We need to, essentially we need to first make our MySQL instance on the cloud. So what we'll do there is we go into projects here and we go into the SQL bench and you create the instance. So what I did for my server instances, I chose MySQL and I um, went through and I changed these specific things. These over here, and I essentially gave mine a little bit more processing power since it didn't change the cost very much. So I went for standard memory on a 2 CPU with 7.5 gigabyte output. I used SSD with 20 gigabytes data. Made my connections public, turned off automatic adding of new data. Right. Yeah, turn this off. And then I think I removed one other thing that kind of added some cost. I think it was, oh yeah, yeah, I think it had something to do with high usage or something like that. Basically, just stating that I'm not going to be using very often. Anyways, it brought my cost down to about $4 a month. And if we go back and go into our actual instant here, this is what we have set up here. So once I was able to do that, I next had to go in and create a connection. I just created a network that's basically open to called MySQL. Um, and that makes it so that basically my IP range is any IP range is allowed in. If I wanted to specify something in there, I could specify my computer's IP address instead, so that it would only accept the connection from there. But we didn't do that. So then after that, I went ahead and created a new firewall rule, which in a sense, I set all instances on my network. And I once again specified the range. TC port, I did 494 did 49434 was my port that I was going to be using. And I named it, I think I just named it essentially the same thing as the last one, MySQL TCP, yeah, and the 949 or 49434 port number. So yeah, once we've got all that taken care of, our instance is now set up and ready to be used. And so what we didn't need to do at that point is we go ahead and download MySQL, is what I was using. And in this instance, I've already connected myself. But if I wanted to create a new connection, I would go ahead and first get back to the actual workbench, which yeah, I connect to the database. I would go back to the workbench. There's usually a little button right off the left here. But what I did here is I just created a name, which MySQL. This doesn't really matter what the word name is. This is just to help you identify. Then I use the actual IP address here, located on our instance, right here, in our overview, which is this right here, 341714105. And then from there, I just add the port 306. I need to make sure I store the password, which was the password I set originally when creating the MySQL server instance. And then once all that's done, I say I can test connection, which I've already done, or I can just connect myself up. Once I'm then connected, it's pretty simple here. We had a list of a script for adding the tables, which we inputted right here. And we created our tables to start us off. And then from right there, we then needed to add the data inside the tables, which we've done. You can kind of see that was a bit of a long go, but it's all taken care of there. And if we really wanted to check that out, we could go into we could essentially just make a new query tab really quick and say what is it? View table. Right, so doing a select statement. I'm just going to do all. Let's just do the bowlers table so we don't have too much. Bowlers. We go ahead and run that. Check it. And there's our table right there. So everything's set. So yep, everything is connected. Cool thing about to note like this, what's happening here. This data is all located on the cloud, or essentially the internet, which is stored in MySQL, or in our cloud, in our Google Cloud right here, SQL instance. And this MySQL Workbench is just our way of connecting to it and manipulating that data inside that cloud. And so anybody has the capability to connect to that cloud from anywhere. That's the beauty of it. So that's it for this demonstration in the scenario. So hope this works out, and see you next time.